Hi, my name is Bree, and I'm CEO of Websites by Bree, a website design and brand consulting company. So, what I do for clients is build them beautiful logos, websites, and oftentimes I see that we get overwhelmed when we're doing it. And we have these moments where we really don't believe in what we're doing. So, I wanted to talk about some tips that I have for building a website without becoming overwhelmed. The first part of it is removing those doubts about your idea when you first start building your website or you have the idea that you want to build a website. You deserve a beautiful, wonderful website for whatever idea that you have. Don't second guess yourself. You're going to need your full energy and positive emotion behind this to finish out your website project till the end. So really hype yourself up and pump yourself up and say, hey, I have something great. And even if someone else might be doing it, there's room for two or three, you know? So that's my first advice is before you get into it, remove those seeds of doubt so that later on you're not looking back and, you know, getting started on a shaky foundation. The next piece of advice that I have is getting some great photos. High resolution, high quality photos. I mean, if you get those for your website, that's half the battle. So I would recommend investing in either a good camera if you need to continually take pictures for your website, or doing a photo shoot or a video shoot. So having that, content there that really tells the story of what you're doing is going to fight half the battle of your website. So that's my other next tidbit of advice is to get some great photos. And then at that point, you can go to your website designer and really start to plan what you want everything to look like. So speaking of that, your brand identity. It is not easy to articulate what you like. For me, if someone were to ask me, for instance, about, I don't know, like kitchen backsplashes, I really wouldn't know how to articulate like what it is that I like. I know there's a lot of choices and some of them I like and some that I don't, but you're gonna spend a lot of time fishing around and going over revisions if you're not clear on what you like for your brand. And so that goes from color to fonts or typefaces, different patterns that you like. Do you like things that are geometric or more boho chic? You want to start to get an idea of what it is you like and how you can articulate that to your website designer. That will eliminate a ton of stress because you won't be going back and forth over revisions that are purely, due to you not liking something. So what you can do is go to Pinterest. If you're getting your logo made, go to Pinterest and check out some logos. I mean, they have a ton of stuff on there. Just start creating a board of what you like. They have whole brand identities, on Pinterest with the letterhead and the stamp and the website. So just start creating a board of a couple things that really float your boat. And you'll look and you'll be able to see how they describe that and use those words or just share the board with your website designer. That's one of the first steps that I always ask all my clients to do is just send me what will make you happy. If you had this, would it make you happy? And that makes my job so much easier, and it will definitely help with becoming overwhelmed doing your website because you'll cut out so many revisions just by purely knowing what you like and how to talk about that. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is to stop beating up on yourself. I know that we tend to feel guilty and remorseful about projects that maybe we didn't finish, or deadlines that we were supposed to have and we didn't meet those deadlines. And so you have to let that go and stop beating up on yourself, and actually, turn it around and pat yourself on the back, because you're going to need a lot of positive energy, like I said, to bring your website to completion. Now, building a website can be a daunting task. You say, oh, I want an e-commerce store, and you want all of these things, but you don't have to go head first into it. I like to break down websites into phases if it makes sense for the client. So the first phase is brand identity. And so we create that look. We choose the fonts and typefaces. We choose the color palette, the look, just what type of vibe we want the website to give off. And then we create a landing page. And what the landing page does is it shows off your logo. It creates your space on the internet so you can start getting your business cards printed up. You can start marketing even without having your full website up. And you can have a place where people can opt in, or leave their email address for that all-important email list. And when you do have your website up, you can just send a nice newsletter to everybody letting them know you've gone live. So it does build a little bit of anticipation, saying, hey, something big is coming soon. We're working on it. We're under construction. And just check out this one pager. And so that landing page or splash page is in place until your full website is up. So it takes a lot of the pressure off if people are anticipating your website to say, hey, it's under construction and you have something up. It also builds momentum. I mean, when you see that done and up, you can't wait to get your website up, and you can't wait to start making money with your new website. So I recommend sometimes, not all the time, going in those phases and putting a landing page up while you are building a full website, and it greatly, decreases the amount of overwhelm that you might feel. Another one of the tips for not getting overwhelmed is feedback from other people. I would start getting feedback kind of like in those phases, like start off getting feedback from a very small group of people, and then, show it to a few more people. So when your full website is done, you've kind of tempered into getting feedback, so you're not feeling anxious and overwhelmed to say, oh my gosh, now I'm going to click this button and the world is going to see it. So, and then also keep in mind who you're getting feedback from. Is this someone that already has a website and is, giving comments based off of experience? Is this someone in your industry? Is this someone, who are you getting feedback from? Where is it coming from? And is it informed? Because it's your website, and really, only you have the right answer as far as what it's supposed to look like and what it's supposed to do. So I would definitely do that. So the world deserves to see your idea. Don't second guess yourself. Have great photos. Develop and articulate your brand identity and hone in on that as much as possible before getting started on your website, so that you can limit revisions and know what you like, and consider doing a landing page or a splash page prior to creating your full website. If you need any more information, please feel free to reach out to me. Follow me on my Instagram page at Websites by Bree. That's Websites by BRI. Thanks.